There is a difference in the packaging this time, so that's why I'm doing this unboxing, to show you that. Here we have the Aurora case. You can see the Kevlar logos prominently displayed everywhere, so you know what you're getting. And once that is off, you should be able to slide the case right out. Nice. So that's a nice little step up in the packaging from the last time. Well done, Benks. I think that gives a nice first impression. It is still Kevlar fiber, but it has these colored fibers weaved into it. If you get it out of the box. So we'll put the box aside now and get our first impressions. So there's a bit of card on the inside there. This is also a nice little piece of decoration there. Just going the extra mile, I think, so you have a nice experience of unboxing your nice case. Right now, since we have the little fake iPhone thing there, I'm going to use this opportunity to compare it to the Benks Armor Air montage case, which I had already. So that's the difference in color. The montage is obviously a very nice matte stealth looking black, and the Aurora has this extra color to it. Now, it is not as bright and vibrant as I expected from the pictures on the website, but that's actually a good thing, because if you're buying a Kevlar case like this, I don't think you're really expecting to have it stand out so much. You kind of do want a muted, subdued look, but you still want that Kevlar effect and maybe a bit more styling than just the plain black. Now, this montage is my favorite. I've been using this constantly now since I got it. It replaced the original Apple fine woven case, which is what I've been using since I got the iPhone. But this case is just so nice. It's just so small. It doesn't add any bulk to the phone at all. And that's why these kinds of Kevlar cases are going to be my favorite go-to cases from now on. So I really enjoyed having this black one. It goes with everything I have, lovely. But this is something even more special. This is going to add a sense of style, a sense of color. If you're not into completely matte black things, this is going to give you the same sense of minimalism, but with some extra style. So that's the difference between them. As I said, very similar styles, but one with just a hint of color. Now, in addition to the color of the Kevlar itself, I've noticed that the actual protective ring is a bit different as well. The black on the montage is it's almost like a satin black. It's not matte, it's not gloss, it's kind of halfway in between, and I kind of like that. Now, the metal on this Aurora case is kind of like a dark gray, a very, very dark gray. It's probably the same amount of sheen, so it's kind of like a satin, I would call it, but it's definitely a gray and not black like the montage was. Also, the Benks lettering on the Aurora case is actually glossy, so if you hold it at the right angle like that, you will see the gloss. Now, having said all that, I'm not actually sure if this ring is plastic or metal or not. I kind of feel the same. Maybe it'll feel different when I put the actual phone in. But here you can see the difference between the camera rings on the montage and the Aurora. Now, we're also missing the Benks logo on the bottom here, designed by Benks. Now, as I said before in my review of this case, I think it works. I think that's actually necessary there to give the case a bit of spot color to break up the monotony of just black. On the Aurora case, it's not really required because obviously you've got this pattern going on, so there's no monotony to break up. So without further ado, let's get the phone installed. First of all, let's remove the fake iPhone from the inside here. Right, it comes out like so, and there's some instructions on the inside here if you want to have a look at that. Now, the inside of the case is very similar. Oh my goodness, this has a serial number. Now, I knew that this Aurora case was very special, but I didn't realize how special until I see a serial number there. That means each one of these have a unique number. Wow, that is really impressive. Like, I wish I had the front camera on my face right now, because you can see the smile I'm having right now. This means every one of these cases is going to be unique to you. And that is something I've never seen on a case before. Like, normally manufacturers churn out thousands of these cases. Like, a case has to be really special to get a serial number. That is very nice. Now, to aid further comparisons of the inside, I'm going to remove the case from the phone. Now, let me show you how I do this as well, because it's not so straightforward. I don't want to break the case, so I do it like this. I put my thumb on the camera bump and sort of peel off the top, and then I put one nail in between the space there by the knobs, and also on the other side. I'm just going to hold it up to my chest to get my nails in there well and good, and then once you do that, the case just comes off. So that's how you remove the case. Right, now let's compare the insides of these cases. First of all, you can see that the montage case has a very, very bright illustrations on the inside. They're bright yellow. They go with the Benks on the outside. Now, I believe they say pretty much the same thing, just a lot more muted on the Aurora case than on the Montage case. Now the camera ring has a slightly different design on the inside as well. So everything on the Aurora case seems to have a nice, a more rounded appearance, more rounded edges, as opposed to the squared off edges on the Montage case. They feel the same soft rubberized texture on the inside. But then of course you have that serial number on the Aurora. Like I can't I can't get over that. Serial numbers are really reserved for really special products, like limited edition products. I still can't get over that. That is indicative of some good quality and time and craftsmanship put into this. So now that we've had a look at the inside, it seems pretty much like the Montage. Very nice, nicely machined, very nicely cut. All really good quality. I can't see anything to complain about build wise on this case. So let's go ahead and put in the iPhone. That was really easy. And oh wow, okay. So when you have the black case on it, it kind of like just melts into the case just kind of melts into the phone. This one, there's a color difference, but it's really subtle because you have this color difference there, but then you have the lines here as well. And it all just really goes. It's a really, really well designed color scheme. Colors nice and subdued, not too bright, but also obviously they're there, colors. Yeah, this is very impressive. First impressions of this case are very good. Now let's talk about the texture, because the texture feels a bit different. Now when you put your hands across this, you can feel the rough, it's not rough, it's like bumps. You can feel the bumps of the Kevlar on the back of the Aurora, but you don't really feel them on the back of the Montage, I guess, because the weaves are really small. The weaves are a lot flatter on the Montage than on the Aurora. You see, the Aurora, like, they really want you to know that this is a Kevlar weave, so it's not just in looks but also in texture and feel as well. Now, do I think there could have been some branding down here? Probably there could have been as well, but let me use this for a few days and then I'll let you know how I feel about that. First impressions, really nice case. Because the case is not all black like the Montages, the cameras on the phone looking through the camera protector really stands out against the sort of navy dark blue around here. It adds a bit more character to the combination. So how would this look with other colors? I think it'll actually look really good with the silver as well, because the silver will give you a nice contrasting color to the case. Similarly with this, it will look good as well. Also the natural, even the blue, you know, I'd like to see how the blue iPhone would look in this case, because it might go really well with the blue of the Kevlar. I'll try sneaking into an Apple store and trying that out. Let's just have a closer look at this case again. As far as quality and workmanship goes, I have no complaints whatsoever. You can see how the Kevlar is wrapped really nicely around the corners and the edges. Everything is nice and parallel. So the lines, the weave lines go exactly parallel to the edge of the case. Look at that folding there. And then again, the weave lines going perfectly parallel with the edge of the case. Amazing. Let's look at the cutouts. Those look like perfectly accurate cutouts to me. And on the power button side, again. So, right. I'll wrap up now. Very nice first impressions. I'm going to use this for a few days and see how it goes and report back to you.